So I've been following this old riverbed for maybe 30 minutes now. I think I finally found the ridgeline I'm looking for. So you can see there's a lot of ingress in these salt deposits. That's all that is just gypsum. So now to start looking around this area, see if I can't find a hole bigger than that I can fucking squeeze into. So follow this riverbed, maybe another 5 minutes down, and I came across this here, where I assume all this water is going back into the ground. Now we've got a big ridge here. I say this is maybe, 20, 30 meters higher than where I am down here at the base. So we're gonna kind of walk the circumference of this ridge and see if I can't find where this water comes back out, or if I can find any other caves in the area. I made it to another point of interest here. We've got a giant tree collapsed, and honestly, from the look of this terrain, I say that this was maybe once a little sump hole in the side of the ridgeline. I mean, you can see we've still got big rocks of salt out here. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but it's crazy to see because this is a monster of a tree. This thing is just fucking huge. Also, another thing that's a little interesting, there's rock here. Definitely looks like it's been licked. Sorry, I just hear a bunch of ducks behind me. But yeah, like this weird shapes into it. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the local wildlife are using these as salt licks. So I'm gonna keep on going. Hopefully, again, I'll find a cave entrance today I can climb inside of, but I just thought this was cool. So, I don't know, maybe 5 kilometers into this trip, and I found my first real cliff face here. So all of this rock is gypsum, and this entire ridge. That's not good. Dropping the fucking hell. A lot of rotten trees. Phone's covered in mud, but yeah, this is a cool little sight to see. I mean, you see some more holes in here. I think those are probably too tight for me to squeeze into, but this is a lot taller than I had expected it to be when I was looking at the topographical map the other day. I was not really, it's a lot different to see 30 meters in person. So we're just at the edge of this cliff face here, and I found this cave hole. So looks a little sketchy, but I'm gonna see about getting inside of here with a torch. So I mean, I don't think the camera's picking it up, but I can see the water stream we lost earlier running at the bottom of this. So I do want to be a little cautious. I don't know how deep that's gonna be, but we're gonna give it a shot, see what we see. So I don't recommend doing this at home, but we're gonna try and get in here with one hand on the camera, because it does stink a bit in here. So I don't want to get too deep. Oh, fuck, and it is slick. But you can see, pull of water in here. Goes back pretty deep, but I don't have a spare pair of socks, so we're not going to be getting boots wet today. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, just look at that. Just look at that. We're going to have to come back here with some rubber boots someday. I think probably in the fall. So there's a little less foliage around. Ugh. But yeah, this is a cool first cave to find. Yeah, we're gonna keep looking for some more. Hopefully I can find one with a bit of a larger mouth opening in it, and maybe a little bit less of that musty animal shit smell I get in there. I don't have an O2 reader on me or anything, so really don't want to go to be in a space that smells like that, just in case there's a lack of oxygen. But yeah, cool first find. So maybe, 15 feet away from the last hole I was just in. And I found this huge sump here. And I have a sinking suspicion that the sump is going to connect to that same riverbed. This is a little bigger. I could probably squeeze in there without the bag on, but I don't have the gear nor the confidence on my own to rappel down this. It looks like a probably 10-foot drop there. So again, we'll come back to this one next time. But it's so close to that first one I found. It's literally just right there past the tree is that first hole. And yeah, another sump. So I have a sinking suspicion if I went on top of this ridge, there would be a lot of fucking sumps, and it would be a very kind of dangerous area to be. I mean, even down and around here, we've got a lot of these foot-wide sinkholes that you got to keep an eye out when you're walking around. Maybe, I don't know, 10 foot up from the base of the ridge, so one of those would be killer. So we're gonna keep looking, see what else we can find in here. So, just came down to the bottom of the ridge again. Again, I'm super close to those last two spots. Whoa. Shit, that sucks. Oh, so much for keeping the socks dry. But yeah, got another sizable cave here. Fuck me, I'm soaked. This rock I stepped on completely fucking collapsed under my feet. So yeah, this is what I mean. You gotta be safe when you're doing this shit on your own. But, turn my light on. You guys can see what I see. Yeah, nice little outcropping there. And then, foot's already wet. What am I waiting for? So yeah, I mean, that's super tight. I'm super not okay squeezing into that. And I'm already fucking soaking wet, so. Find another hole to climb in. This might be the largest sump I've come across today. I'd say the bottom of that's probably, I don't know, 2-3 meters below me. And these are the things you want to be careful of when you're walking on top of the ridgeline and around gypsum deposits, because, I mean, a tumble into there is not good. And I mean, you can probably climb out with the dirt, but it's going to be slick because a lot of this mud is clay. So keep an eye out for these when you're out and exploring. So made it back to where we started, just back there, riverbeds in front of me. Didn't find anything else of note, so my biggest takeaways are from today are I need to work on my balance, because I cannot keep on top of my feet with the camera in my hand. I need to bring somebody else with me next time I come. And it should probably be in fall, because I imagine I missed a lot just with how overgrown all the foliage is. It's a little difficult to pick out, ingresses in the ground. So, not as successful as a trip as I had hoped, but good little scouting trip. Definitely going to come back here.